situation, even though it's really not recommended at a time like now. But
yeah, but yeah, shit. Well, the vapes is how it is. Well, tuning in to the Honorable DJ Metal Monkey Show. Shit, my boy Linwood, what's going on? Where you at right now, Oregon?
yeah, man, still posted up in home base is Portland, Oregon, but you know, like most cities, I found a little spot on the outskirts of the city.
Yeah.
So I'm currently residing in a little city called Beaverton, Oregon.
Oh,
That's where I live.
Beaverton.
Yeah.
I like that shit. That sound dope, Beaverton. Is it
I live
any
right now Nike headquarters, man.
is it any beaver in Beaverton? Beaverton.
Yeah.
It's beaver down there. I mean up there. Yeah. But yeah, man.
Beavers here.
But okay, yeah, like let me jump start because like I know we kind of got a little disconnected, but I want to get back on like the topic. Like, how did you start your how did you come up with that logo, man? The logo is dope, and like I've seen it enough to where like I recognize it. Like, you know what I mean? Like when you start recognizing, like you like when you start recognizing Nike and all that shit, and like you know, it's just.
Well, I'm gonna say this, man. When this logo right here was decided upon, it was along the lines with the thoughts of something. The brand is a classic brand, so we're not going outside what's already been done. You know what I'm saying? A wheel is round, so we're not gonna change that. We're just gonna paint it our color. You feel me?
Yeah.
So the brand is classic. We're gonna have the classic T-shirt look, the classic polo shirt look, our flagship product that we first launched, the old school snapback.
Ooh.
The logo, man, is a wonderful, beautiful story behind the logo. When I was a kid, I was a Trekkie. I watched Star Trek.
Right.
I didn't have a hero yet, and I was attracted to Mr. Spark because he was articulate, he was intelligent, and he was using words that was fucking my young world up. Cause you know I was getting cursed. I knew big words, but they were those words.
Right.
Motherfucker, you know.
Yeah.
he blew my mind with the word logical in the way that he used it. Cause I understood how he was using it, but things was fucking with me. What does that word really mean, and why the fuck do I understand it?
Right.
I was so young, I didn't know how to read or write yet. So long story short, that propelled me to want to learn how to read and write. So I got my mom to show me how to write my name. Ended up watching Star Trek more and more. Mr. Spock was like, live long and prosper, and made this symbol with his hand where I couldn't do that shit. I was too small. And then I was black, and my ears weren't pointed. So I was not a
But you wanted to be that shit, though.
Yeah, I came up with my own logo. The logo you see on the hat now, but it look like this the way you looking at it.
Yo, that's dope. I see that shit. Yeah, that's dope.
Yeah. That's the most powerful structure that we know of, a pyramid.
Yeah.
Now CNI, which represents the pineal gland.
Yeah.
So that logo was made up because I couldn't do the live long and prosper over 40 years ago. So I've been carrying it with me that long, over 40 years. So by now, you know, I was trying to come up with the brand, the name of the brand. I needed a logo. And throughout my life, whenever I'm sitting down contemplating or deep in thought, I was making this with my hands, man. You know, not knowing that my $1 million been with me my whole life.
Already in your hand.
Yeah, so I put it on paper. got it transcribed over into embroidery and put it on something. I put it on this hat. It was the first one ever made. I done
Damn, that's
sold
cool.
now, but this was the first one ever made. So this is the first sample that was approved and officially became the hat. And this is the flagship product that we're gonna be launching when we start our new phase of business.
Right.
And it's crazy how we move, because we're gonna kick it off like that with a bang right before the holidays. But we don't serve the people during the holidays. Out of respect for the people and respect for ourselves, we don't do business during the holidays. So we shut down over the holidays.
I feel you on that shit.
Yeah. So we gonna hit the people with a bang of expression and newness in a form of marketing that, you know, we really don't do in our community yet. But once I bring it and hit the once I add it to what I call my web net, my internet of things that I've collected, ideas and social ties during my internet career, which has really not taken off other than being using Facebook, like I said, for platform of development and all areas, mentally.
Mentoring and what? That's what you say, mentoring?
No, mentally developing myself and spiritually developing myself by using Facebook. You know, your friend, your family, friends, and people you grew up with, the hardest people to win over. If my product was bad and fucked up, I'd have been heard a lot about it by now. But for the most part, I get good reviews from the people who do give me, but majority of the people ain't said shit. So that means it's fire. Because that's the way you're at home.
Yeah.
Well, you know, I'm not stupid. I got a good eye, and I like nice things, and I created the brand and the design of everything myself. So, you know, it's dope.
Yeah, I like it all, man. Like, what's the name of your website? What?
The website is called lilensprostore.com. That's LILLENSPRO.com.
Yeah.
No, not PRO, I'm sorry. PROSTO. lilensprostore.com. LILLENSPROSTO.com. lilensprostore.com. Think about it. If you go to the website right now and look, it's an example of what I'm talking about. The business getting ready to not change the face of the business, but revamp some things like on the website. The website is about to become an instrument of to be used in more than just a stock place or a place for you to go and view products. It's actually a social instrument if you figure that part of it out. You know what I'm saying? People don't, websites has always got the same thing on them. But with the new development of marketing strategy and already having a full line of products nearly, scaling that down momentarily for campaigns is such a new, bright, and great way to market and sell your product. Because you, like I said, right now if you go and look at the website, lilensprostore.com, that's LILLENSPROSTO.com, it's pretty boring. You know what I'm saying? And not all the products that I offer, but a lot of products that I offer are on the website right now. Like I said, we get ready to start scaling that down momentarily and using it as a closing tool, if you may, to seal deals and actually when you see the product, realize that you want the product you want to know where to get it from. Well, all that is part of the marketing, and we getting ready to start, you know, bringing some insight, some good energy, some wisdom, and basically, man, help to find answers that we all are looking for. So we're not like the average people in businesses that coming out right now, because everybody feel like they got to hit you in the head with an education. They got to be able to inform. Well, self-first ideology in the Angle Hand brand,
right?
We the one in line that was created by one of us for us. So we ain't necessarily got to be seeking anything when we chilling with ourselves first, because that's the name of the brand, Self-First Ideology. The Angle Hand logo is the symbol of our strength over our intellect. Pyramid over the eye, which represents the pineal gland.
Straight up.
Class is just to let you know, hey man, it's gonna be 100. You feel me?
Yeah.
But the move, man, you know, is self-awareness, self-love, and self-care. If you repping and rocking this brand, is definitely gonna make anybody who's familiar with the logo, be down with getting itself together first.
Right.
Because selfish things, called selfish if you started serving you, and I said, hold up, let me get full and then I finish serving you. Wait a minute, I'm gonna stop feeding you so I can feed myself.
Right.
You know,
right.
First, I don't have to work. If I feed myself first, I just put myself in a position to be of service.
Yeah.
See, it's not selfish when you're getting into the knowledge of self, how to love for self and care for self. And it's as simple as this. I'm a very informative person, but as the years have passed by, I have not kept up with what was going on. So it ain't I can start teaching from an expert point of view other than what I've been through. Other than what I've been through, is dysfunctional.
True that. Like I feel you. I totally get that.
I'm not a millennial with a chance to create a new thing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's like I'm from planet Krypton. If one of us got to go, all of us got to go, because we know we're part of the problem.
Right.
Not enough of us have waken up yet to be part of the solution makers, because the new generation, the millennials, they are the solutionaries.
Yeah.
It's just very few of us has caught on to that and realize, hey, it's about solutions. It's not about continuously being on Facebook, posting and pointing out problems and
right.
Still trying to get likes and adding to shock value for our 2 cents to be part of the matrix. You know, all of that is complacency, is and it's distractionism. And to me, I know that's not a word, but it is now.
I understand it though. That's one thing about our culture that, you know what I'm saying, like I'm happy that you even said that anyway, because like, you know, I know exactly what the hell you talking about. We ain't talked in a minute. You feel me? Like, I know what you talking about though. You know what I'm saying? That's the sweet thing about being who we are. Like, you know, like you said that perfectly. They had to throw somebody else of another culture off. You know, that's a lot of power, man. You know,
to be wearing this brand, to have gotten into the movement and the message enough to be wearing this brand is a powerful statement.
Dude, that shit's dope.
Especially after, thank you, fam. I appreciate it. And this is all original. You know, the brand is original. The message is not an original message, but the way it's being portrayed, the way it's being lived, the way it's showed other than just told to you. Because I haven't even started the journey of telling yet. The content and the marketing hasn't even dropped yet. You know, I've been studying the game from my point of view and studied the baddest cats out there. I just did what we all love to say. You got to invest in yourself. Well, to go from April of 2018 to April of 2019 made a year being in business. Now
Right.
I'm on my way to being in business for the second time, for the second year, and actually maintaining it and still relevant during this pandemic is all part of me studying the game, understanding the model that happened with Blockbuster Video. They wasn't ready for the internet, and they had plenty of time to transition over into a website and be Netflix instead of Netflix becoming Netflix.
Yeah, they could have had the whole game, man. Like somebody told them, "Yo, this is gonna happen." I say, yeah, they was told too, man. Like they just was like, nah.
The whole world was told.
Yeah. Well, the thing about that, bro, that's what's going on now. Like it's a shift, especially with the coronavirus. Like you have to do business still, like, and you have to adapt like so fast and create your own way. So, like, you know, like people like you, man, that's, you know, it's amazing what y'all doing. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's shit. Like, it's the best time in history to be you. You feel me? Like, for real. Like,
I know you just said that to me, but I'm hoping everybody
talking about, you know.
Yeah, I hope people that listening to you understand that you were saying that to all of us. You were saying it to you being called. Right now, if you get in tune with the shift, because it's not a movement that we did, it's a shift in consciousness. It's a shift in material possession. It's a shift in spiritual prowess, and getting ready to be a shift in physicality, in human physicality, as far as dominance and prowess go, after the scenario of some of the prophecies that are really true play out. But, you know, we have to understand prophecies are told from conventional wisdom, not the idea of a fairy tale.
Yeah, you know? I was listening to Bobby Hemmett. Like I wasn't just listening to him. I was agreeing with Bobby Hemmett the other day on one of his lectures. Like a while back, I had said that I'm a god. You know what I mean? Just like the ancestors say, I'm a god. And there's men, and there's gods, and there's other things. You know what I'm saying? There's cats and dogs and birds and whatever the fuck. But I'm a god, and trying to be a human or a man is just not enough, man. And especially, it's like being exposed right now. And either you're a god or not.
It's like this, fam.
I mean, that, you know, hey, you know.
It's like this, fam. I'm going to refer back to them right now because I'm studying them and I have invested in them. So it's like Derek Grace, too, from Tallahassee, Florida. I'm from Mobile, Alabama. Tallahassee is almost, I think it's like 14 or 1,600 miles away from Mobile.
Yeah.
That far down south. But Mobile, Alabama is like right before you hit the handle of the melting pot. Because Florida is called the handle of the melting pot. The rest of the country is the melting pot when it comes to the United States. So it's not much different than where the environment where he's from,
right,
and where we're from, being from Mobile, Alabama, and Daphne, in Louisiana, St. Louis, and places like that. The mentality is not that much different, but he managed to wake up, and then you don't have to live above something when it's not affecting you. Period.
Right.
When you realize, oh, this is not for me, he tuned out of everything and tuned into nothing but the knowledge it takes to climb the financial ladder. And then he started developing his scenarios and his business ideas. Right. And as he was doing that, he was already doing it in a way of content. So he's been at it for the last 8 years, and he went from nothing to a multi-million-dollar empire projected to make $100 million by next summer.
Damn. Oh
You
shit,
know,
that's a lot of fucking good. Yeah, he gonna be the shit. But
also,
he teach like where can I do he write? Do we got like
okay, the man I'm talking about is Derek Grace the second, or call him Derek Grace 2. You go to his website,
okay,
DerekGrace.com.
Derek Grace. All right. I know exactly what you're talking about. Yeah. I ran across Derek Grace maybe a couple months ago.
Don't joke. He's a student of Nipsey Hussle.
Yeah.
You know, Nipsey is a student of Jay, so forth and so on. Jay is a student of some people who gave him the game. So, but let's start from Jay all down to now. The blueprint is really a real thing. What these dudes are talking about, the game they be spitting is real.
Right.
What us on the street are not doing is utilizing the gift that we have to decipher the code of the game the way they gave it to us.
Yeah.
All of us in the business because we black and we from the ghetto. We know what it means when we hear the rap music for real. The rest of the world don't.
Right.
Regardless, they mimic it and imitate it. It's not their lives and it's not their culture, so it really don't have the same meaning. But for somebody like him to understand, I really need to apply myself to whatever it is until I read the right stuff that make me have a moment and say, oh, let me go back and read all this shit again. You understand?
Yeah,
so he's one of the people that did that with learning credit, trying to educate himself on credit.
Yeah.
So his family was in law enforcement. So he took advantage of that opportunity and educated himself on firearm safety. He was a young dude popping babies and shit. So he took advantage of that situation and started studying and learning and developed curriculums on how to be a single parent raising kids. So now he made himself a multi-million-dollar owner of a multi-million-dollar empire.
Right.
He's a single father raising his 5 kids at the same 3, 4, 5 kids at the same time. And not one. I think the oldest one is maybe 13 years old. He just turned 31 August 20th.
What?
Yeah, he just turned 31 August 20th. And he projects to be done made his first $1 billion by the time he turned 37.
Well, yeah. I can see that. Because now the bar has been risen. Like it's up there for everybody, especially for our culture. Our culture they're woke up. They're waking up. And like I say, our culture is just something. It's just something about that melanin, man. Like it you know what it is, I know what it is. We can't even put it in words, but you know, and it's not to be separate because everybody got their attributes, but at the same time, like there's people that's woke up and it's a different world. What they doing with their minds now. And
well, I mean, man, it's what we always been saying, but not really thinking about what we're saying.
It's ownership.
We've been thinking you got to go to school, go to college, get this degree, work on somebody's job, when a whole while, most of the people that own the business don't have the college degree.
Yeah, it's the worst. Man, look, it's like the worst way to go about doing things, and we preach it. And no matter what, these kids, they watch TV and then they want to do it so bad to where, like, as a parent, you say, you can't tell your kid, nah, I don't want you to go to college. I want you to do this. You damn near have to set the company up for them because TV, media, and different things outside of you is going to kind of like sell them college. So they're going to want to go to college. So you send them to college to fuck up money. That's what they're going to do. They're going to fuck up money and try to figure out what they want to be. And school ain't going to do it. School ain't going to do it for them like chance is going to do it for them. Like just chance. Like
Right.
the probability of them like fucking up and doing something good. You know what I'm saying? Like they don't know what's
Well,
up.
I'm glad you said that because unless you start out being a good example, because you can't make them do nothing, and you can tell them and force them to do shit momentarily, but you can't make them choose ultimately. But
Right.
if
Right.
you start them off on something good, and it don't have to be explained that it's good because they still doing it by now. So it was good. Like if you start them off on a skill set of manipulating scenarios in business to gain even more, that's gonna be something to stick with them. And if they start out in a situation to where they gaining young, it's gonna be part of the knack of their life to always want to win anyway.
Yeah.
And it won't even be thought of that way. It just be something that was been always part of their lives.
Right. Right.
Need a so everybody in my family grown. My kids, everybody's grown. So I can't start nobody off in shit. And being frustrated with that thought, I came up with the idea. I always was saying to myself, you got to do it for yourself first. How you gonna teach these grown motherfuckers? You got to do it for yourself first.
You damn right.
And then, course of time and throughout my life, I realized in doing what I'm doing, forgetting all the things that I know, unlearning all of that, and relearning over everything all over again for myself. There's not even a system of belief in place for me. That's a waste of time to have a belief system in place.
Oh man, I'm so happy you said that, man. Like, yeah, so many people, yeah, like people forced to believe. They like feel like, oh, I got to believe something. Like they would believe some bullshit just to have something to believe. Like it don't matter what it is. It's just like long as it's something there to believe instead of a possibility.
My beliefs are like theoretical innuendos. It's like, all right, my logo, Self First Ideaologies logo, the angle hand logo. I just thought it was so dope. I was like, man, I better go ahead. So what I did, I've gotten my entire business lined up right as far as the background and the footwork go. My logo is copyrighted and trademarked. You know what I'm saying? My brand is copyrighted and trademarked. My logo is fully protected in the United States. I don't have international protection, but you know.
Yeah, you can't do nothing about international shit, and then international shit sometimes. I mean, you can when it gets to that point, but then like sometimes I look at it like this. It's just like the streets. It's like long as people can't pirate your music in the United States is fine, because like overseas when they pirate your shit, they sell it in bootleg. That's just free promotion. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, if it's hot in the United States, everybody else gonna want it. So it's free promotion. It's like having a worldwide mixtape for a minute. And then you go over there and get the laws. You know what I'm saying? Get that shit. In Africa, you fucked up. Like, man, I can start a Sprint right now. I can start any store. Like, I can start a Walmart in Africa right now. In a lot of places. And they can't do nothing about it.
So what I was thinking, man, I was thinking about all the stuff I wanted to do. So I did that. I invested, and I got that kind of money invested into the business now, right?
True that.
So I'm looking at it like the logo is so nice. I really wanted to establish it even further. So I came up with the idea of creating the angle link. So that's what you're looking at when you.
That's right. Yeah.
That's the logo.
Oh man, that's dope.
See the logo, see?
Let me see. Oh yeah, that's hard right there.
I'm gonna take it off so I can bring it across the camera.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For sure. Yeah, man. See, that's what I was looking at. That shit's hard. That's what I was talking about. Like, I figured it was like, because I was like, damn. I was kind of confused about it. But yeah,
So,
that's dope as fuck.
and then I turned the logo into a medallion too. So
Right.
I got my own design that I can do anything I want to when I patented and trademark my logo.
Yo,
So
everybody
I'm
out
like,
there they gotta fuck with it, man. They gotta fuck with it, man. It's gonna grow, man. I want everybody out there to fuck with it. Everybody that's on this show this season, I'm definitely gonna put them on to it. Talk to them.
right.
Yeah.
While we talking about the Angle Link chains, family, they are available to the public. And if you want to be able to get a chain, you're gonna have to email me. And the email address is LilLens Pro, Pro. I'll just spell it out. LILLENSPROLLC@gmail.com. So it's pretty much the same thing. But you would email me, and my cash app is the same thing. It's hashtag LILLENSPROLLC. So that stands for Leonard Productions LLC. If the people want to know.
Yeah, and it's gonna be a link down in the description of the video, so like y'all be able to go down there and check that out.
That's what's up. But yeah, you will email me if you want to get a chain. We also so the special thing about the chain is we offer a service of 3D printing. And it's kind of unconventional the way that we offer our 3D printing because it's based on your ideas. So whatever you come up with, we gonna create it for you.
True.
And we're gonna 3D print it.
That's what's up.
So email us for that service. Like I said, the website lillensprosto.com, LILLENSPROSTO.com. That's where you go and be able to see the apparel and other products that we offer for sale. But that's for a short time only because we're ready to flip the script and use the website as a missile launcher.
What?
Yeah, we about to start launching missiles from the website, man.
Hey, man, that's dope. That's dope as fuck. Man, look, I don't mean to cut you off, but I got to ask you something, man. Have you heard about, and I know you'll be interested in this shit, man. I'm getting ready to roll me another blunt. No, I ain't. I got to call for some papers. But, hey, you heard of Neuralink yet by Elon Musk?
Of course.
Yeah. So like,
yeah.
This shit is like, so like, okay, and I'm not no Mark of the Beast nigga. Like whatever about that shit. Like whatever. That's how I feel. But I just see it. It's cool. I want that shit. And if that's the Mark of the Beast, I fucking want it. I'm sorry. Like
that's the beauty about us being who we are. Cause you want the Neuralink and I don't want that shit.
Okay, but man, explain to me, man. I want to hear your opinions.
Okay, I don't want it. But I don't believe in nobody God or they fucking devil.
Exactly, man. Like, I'm so with you on that shit. I'm with you on that.
I understand that as the technology is developed, redefined, and reaches peak goal of enabling you to be online yourself, because it's going to coincide right along with 5G technology. Right now, if the whole world was, if the whole entire infrastructure was in place for 5G technology, we wouldn't even have cell phones anymore.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We'll all probably have a Neuralink or some other device other than a cell phone, because the vision that we see of images online would be holographic images right in front of our faces, projected from our eyes.
Exactly, exactly, and that's where we're going. And you know, like, it's a lot of things I read. Actually, I'm getting ready to not redo, but it's a lot of books that I have. I'm getting ready to make them into scrolls, like the Numa Leash. A lot of the books are to Tahuti. I got a lot of this. I got a lot of this shit. I'm getting ready to just start, like, just go to my website and you can get this shit for free. You know what I mean? And so people can see that in the ancient world, this is like everything we're doing that they are doing outside of, you know, outside of our bodies, we were doing it inside our bodies. And if they just believe what the fucking pyramids say and what, like, Tahuti say, Thoth, or anybody, any tribe, like, that was from the ancient world, any of them, then it probably makes sense. That's like all of them had mushroom bags. So, like, after I fuck with ayahuasca missions. I'm probably gonna join an ayahuasca church. Although right now I'm on my Zen. So I've been studying Zen lately. So I'm on my Zen kick right now. But the ayahuasca, after DMT, your life will never be the same. And it's never, everybody becomes a perspective. And that's when I said, oh shit, that's what this is. So I gotta live my best life, but everybody is me. You know what I mean? Like, everybody is you. We just different opinions. That's what we are. We just we are one body in different opinions. When the shaman blows that smoke into your lungs, you go and leave, and your ego and I leaves out the door. But when you come back, it makes sense, because that's your soul. Like, you kind of can control that shit. But
man, I think, I didn't go sit and study religions because my insight is so keen and acute. Yeah. I've always been 30, 40 years ahead of my time.
Right.
And it's hard to live in the present when you're so far ahead of your time. A lot of things I do in life, it shows that, especially my technical skill in everything. It don't matter, you know. It's just my gift in life is the ability to understand whatever I want to in a short amount of time and perform very well at it.
Right.
It's exceedingly fast paced, especially when it's a discipline that takes years of study. I can master it. You know what I'm saying? I can master something like that in a matter of days. And if it's physical skill, it's a matter of minutes and hours. It just depends on what it is. But with that being said, I've always understood that if I bank on that without, you know what I'm saying, understanding who I am and where it is I come from, you know, people laugh, sing, play, lie, love, cheat, you know what I'm saying, and all that.
Yeah.
I was so young and infatuated with the stuff I was learning, you know, I didn't have time for none of that. It was hard, man. It was hard.
Yeah.
But, you know, now I understand that a lot more. And that's what makes it easy for me to be able to maintain at a time like this. Because like what I was telling you, the diet was important in getting ready to do something like this. Having a certain diet made me realize there's only so much money I'm going to spend every month on food because of the way I eat. Yeah. I ain't got to work out a budget. I ain't got to make a budget. You know, I don't need a bunch of variety to eat to live.
You're right. That's absolutely right. You don't need chicken, meat, and potatoes and this and that. And,
my main food, well, I only eat plants, right? But my main food is beans and oatmeal.
Yeah.
It's oatmeal in the morning mixed with some, and it's beans in the afternoon mixed with some.
Fucking
Like,
oatmeal sound good right now too. Oh shit.
I don't eat breakfast, lunch, and dinner like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's
I need to get Instacart to fucking hook me up with some of that oatmeal.
a whale, a giraffe, a gorilla with a plate for breakfast, lunch, or dinner. You never see that.
Nah, you never see that. And you never see them go to the gym. They just stretch. You know, that's one of my things I say about yoga. You know, like you just stretch. It's not about like trying to look like an acrobat or nothing like that. Like all the crazy ass poses these girls be doing, just trying to be seen. Like it's not even about that. Like really, you don't even have to stretch at all if you're into Zen or into like Buddhism or something like that. That deep into yoga, like you really don't even have to stretch. It's all about the mind. You know what I mean? And what you eating, like you say, like you eat plants and like you don't see a tiger and a lion. They eat what they eat. But the way they work out and the way they treat themselves is totally different. And like I forgot the ape, man. Like it's a gorilla, the biggest, strongest motherfucker. He only eat plants. And
Yeah, they don't.
that motherfucker stretch and hang on trees and shit to get his body stretched out and stay hydrated, man. And will beat the shit. It will rip a human apart.
See, I know what I'm talking about when it comes to plants because I've been eating them for a long time now.
Right.
It's been time in my life where I was so broke and ain't had no other choice but to eat what somebody gave me, and a lot of times it was chicken.
Yeah.
So it's not like, you know, a lot of times my situations I had to eat just to survive. But being a plant eater, the difference is whenever I eat food now, it amps me up and makes me want to go.
Yeah.
Stains me and make me settle. I don't get the itis and want to go to sleep. You know what I'm saying? My food gives me energy and makes me feel good.
That's what it should do, man. Like that's what it's for too. You know, like that's like literally what it's for. But America tends to make things like out of pleasure. That's like I was telling these kids the other day that, you know, like, see, I'm a big advocate for psychedelics. I don't care if alcohol leave the shelves, I'll be okay. But like keep all of the hemp products, keep all of the marijuana, cannabis, CBD, keep it all, mushrooms, DMT, and each type of like, it's over 1,200 plants that I know of that I can find that has DMT in it. And it's a part of our ancient culture. And I think with those things are things that, you know, the organics, they made for us. You know what I'm saying? Like when I need a sleep aid, like some people, like they do a lot of shit. I take a little nutmeg, less than a teaspoon, and nutmeg do it every time you go to sleep. You have a real good, trippy, good ass sleep, and it's healthy, and you wake up. You know what I mean? Like, but you know, people don't like the natural stuff. It's almost illegal to do. You know what I'm saying? So you got to stockpile on this shit. And
most people think they don't like the natural stuff because it's not something they're used to. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So once I got used to eating just plants, once I've been a vegan long, see, I was already a vegetarian since I was 8 years old. But once I became vegan, got educated and became vegan, it's to the point now when I eat something other than what I should be eating.
Right.
Like one of my weaknesses is Oreo cookies. When I eat Oreo, good as fuck, but they make me shit because they sweet as hell.
Man, fucking Oreo cookies, eat a whole, right now, the munchies that I honestly got, I could eat a whole rack of them. Like, not a rack, I'm talking about like 3 racks, a whole pack of them. Like, I have a big.
Oh, I buy that little, that not the family, but the little pack for $2.89.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. That's what I fucked that up.
I eat that whole pack, man.
I could fuck that up. Hey,
so I'm not 100% Now I'm disciplined, but you know that's my guilty sin. My guilty pleasure uh, is Oreo cookies. Cause I've been doing something the old school way that a lot of cats not gonna be too impressed with until they see the end result. But
True
I'm
that.
going on my 7th year of celibacy by now.
Fuck yeah, man. Goddamn, more power to you. Like I'm right there. Like I'm on some spiritual. Like I'm so far on my spiritual shit, and I'm there right now, but not that long, man. Like, and it's a bitch because the law of attraction is a motherfucker because it's sending pussy everywhere at you, and you're just trying to be right by yourself.
Listen, check this out. I don't say nothing to nobody about you know, it ain't like that's a line, I ain't hit nothing so long and I ain't been to prison. I just, I don't use no line or nothing. Nobody knows.
Yeah, the pussy be calling. The pussy be calling though. They know when you ain't did something.
Something about the fact that I ain't did nothing attracts more women now.
It do.
It's almost like a vibration I'm putting off because it ain't got to be talk. It ain't got to be flirtatious. It's like if I'm near them, they all end up around me before long, and we end up talking in a becoming way. Like I'm making friends with more females now than I ever did in my life.
Yeah.
It's been celibate, and it's all been natural happening.
Man, that's the best friend to have, man. Like real talk. Like we need these women. Like it's one lecture that I was listening to about the black hole, like the real scientific black hole, and then like how we try to get back to that black hole. Like not even if it's a black hole, but because of women are just they're divine. To me, they just divine anyway because they the feminine and they bring life in. So the female, the woman on the planet, and it's like we do everything to get. Yeah, we're like we come up out of that and we do everything to get back in that shit. Like niggas is in prison right now for the rest of their life because they killed the nigga over that pussy, man.
Correction. Let me correct myself. They're not the third part of the Holy Trinity. They're the first part.
They the first part. Like,
yeah,
that's keep it all the way funky, man. Like everybody running around here talking this black power shit, and I'm like, dude, do you read? Because like it's no way an African or Native American or whatever you from, it's nowhere in their history where they don't put the woman first. Like that's where did they get that shit from? Like it's crazy. Like yeah, like
when our people were studied from a military point of view.
Yes.
So one of the things they developed angst against all our countries, because all countries was ours outside of Europe.
You're right. That's a good way to put it, man. Thank you for saying that. That was well spoken.
Yeah.
That was
one of the things they developed angst against us, our culture about, and it was like a world culture, is that we may have had great kings, but women ran the empires. Women ran the kingdom.
Yes. Women was the head. Yeah, woman was the head of household always. And
you know what I'm saying? First gods, the idols we prayed to were Isis and deities that came before her, female deities.
Right. And they were always untouchable and like the most powerful.
You know what I'm saying? We always depicted sitting in their lap.
Yeah.
Or standing on their right hand side, not the other way around, them standing on our left hand side. No, we standing on their right hand side.
Right. Yeah.
You understand? It's always been to us from an angle of tearing down the structure of the culture, and it got to the point where lastly all they had to do let's tear down the man, because the last part of that thousands year war, that was waged against us after the first war didn't do well enough. The 100-Year War, because those are things that happened to us in history too. The last two phases of that thing was tearing down the structure of the family, which never really had a chance to come back together due to slavery, only momentarily. And once that plan was implemented, the last two things, attack the male figure and then implement birth control.
Yeah.
Family planning.
You're right. You're right. And it's the results. And still you got Jacob Blake getting shot the other day. Like that was like right now at this point in time, even with the media, it's a lot of people in the United States, like as a whole. So like the incidents that are hitting the media big time are going viral. It's like stuff like that. So like I ain't saying it ain't happening. I'm saying the media throwing a little spice on it, but it's fucked up that it's still happening. It's like that's the thing about it. It's like even if it happened like one time this year, that's one too many times after the history that America has had for that shit to even be like that. If the media is spicing it up, for what? Well, who's gassing it? You know what I mean? Like, because this shit is ridiculous. It's like
this. It's like this for me, man. I'm aware of all that.
Right,
you know
right.
What I'm saying?
Yeah.
So we've been tuned in on that frequency and focused in on that shit and reacting to that shit the very same way every time it happens.
Every time.
What's going on? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I had to bring it up because it's like
that's the problem though.
Yeah, I had to bring it up because it's a huge topic in discussion. You know what I mean? And like people,
exactly. A bullet stop fucking with you when you empower yourself with courage. Most of the time, that's all it takes for a bullet. But in our situation, when courage was enough, the bullets came with weapons. And then they took the back to the fact that they came with weapons and put us in a position of where we can't have no weapons or no freedom for the last damn near 400-500 years. All right?
Yeah.
Now, like I keep saying, if you think about yourself first and start, like the brand says, self-first ideology.
Yeah.
And all what we just been talking about, and just think about this. Think about yourself first. Think about what you want to be doing the next time. What's his name? Robert Blake, Bobby Blake. What was his name? The guy that got killed.
Josh Blake. I mean Jacob. Jacob Blake. Yeah.
Jacob Blake. The next time a Jacob Blake. Now, and it's unfortunate to say, but they ain't gonna stop no time soon, man. Until what I'm about to say come into fruition. Enough of us educate ourselves in such a way to where we can start empowering ourselves.
With our own schools with real history and stuff like that. That'll help. Not just a black school.
To know all this stuff is important, man. But and until you do something to put yourself in a position to where your reaction is gonna make a difference. Because right now, we react out of emotion. But when we can change things physically because we done gained enough finances to buy a whole section, so much land to where we call the shots of what happened on it. You know what I'm saying? People look at that different now because the way that you can fight them is by legally hitting their pockets and changing their whole shit. So
man.
It's self-education still. Self-empowerment still. But that don't mean you got to go get a job now, stack up a lot of money now, so that you can start buying guns and protect yourself. That's simple and stupid if that's all you think you got to do. Because you ain't going to be able to do that till you empower yourself in such a way to where you can have this thing as a black person and the law know that you within our parameters. And like what I'm saying, man, you know, every black man, woman, and child that's part of a family unit, if you're a child or married or if you're single in this country, should have some type of business that you done started or went together in with somebody. You should be part of some LLC.
You're right.
Or other business title. You should be part owner of that, or the child of somebody that's part owner or full owner of a business in this country, because this country was already built off business, entrepreneurship, and violence. The fact that you're in business and start making well enough finance put you in such a great position to have the law to ease up on you to be able to go legal and get all these legal discrepancies up off your ass.
Yeah.
And become firearm owners because you own a business and you stimulate the economy. So that means you making money, so you got money continuously recirculating back into the United States economy. That's respected by the law. All of a sudden now, your skin color don't matter as much, Mr. Nelson, because shit, you kind of like my wife's boss, and I work for your wife because you know, she owned the company I work for. Mr. Nelson, you know, you become a mister and a human when you empower yourself, you can hurt pockets.
Yeah, and I think you know that's what's lacking, is that what you just said, like that's what's lacking in the minds of the people in our culture in the modern day. It's a lot of people they done had to move, they've been uprooted, they're grown now. And it ain't, and a lot of stuff ain't, you know, just that fucking easy. And a lot, you know, it's like this is a great time in history, and you can look at it that way. You have to look at it in a different light and educate yourself. But we are not educating ourselves, but we want the results. And I am gonna say that shit because I mean that's like it's a lot of us that is educating ourselves. Like black folks are more woke now than ever that I've known in history so far, like in modern history, you know. But still, like we still got a lot of people that's like 9 steps behind also as well, and it ain't that many of us over here. You know what I mean? Like it really ain't. The ones that's
one thing I have faith in when it comes to us, we are gonna forever be this way, and all of us are like this as people. If it's something we interested in, we pretty much know how it goes. We ain't got to put in all the time that other people have put in to learn developing things, because we so interested in it. We don't pretty much put it together in our head. Only thing we really lack is seeing it in action for real, or seeing it being used by somebody who really knows for real. You ain't really got to teach me now, but if that's the only way I can get into it, I'll sit down and do what you call learn. But when it's over, said and done, it's still gonna be in the way that I would do it when I get proficient at it. So most of us learn sight because we already done figured out the way in our head. And that kills most of us because we don't now today most of us we so damaged to where the idea of what it's gonna take to function is in this world is anxiety, is pressure.
Yeah.
This ownership, you know what I'm saying? And then it stopped right there. The thought don't go no further than that.
Yeah.
The knowledge I've gained since I've been a business owner and all the different aspects of business that I entertain in my head now have replaced all the things I was having anxiety about, these very things
Right,
And the reason
right.
I was having anxiety about the things I didn't know. I didn't know shit about the stuff that I know now. And
Right.
I was I was having anxiety because I was thinking I was gonna do bad in business. Well, the bad thing I was doing in business is not trying to learn what to do in business, so I wouldn't be having the anxiety about it.
Right, right, right. I
You
know
know,
that feeling. I know what you're talking about.
and
Yeah.
this is what we're finna learn about what I just said. What I just said is something to think about and shake your head. Okay, okay. But this is what we need to learn about what I just said. The fact that most of us, I ain't about to admit that we really scared because we don't know what to do. It ain't like I'm scared you finna hurt me. I'm just scared I'm gonna fuck up so bad that my effort gonna end up leaving me right where I'm at now. So we deal caught in the head like when it comes to getting started and taking a step. And then and the biggest excuse in the world, especially for men, the biggest excuse in the world that black folks got for not starting a business, and there should be the number one motivation for your black ass to want to start a business. Well, I ain't got the money right now. I got a family to take care of.
Man, shit, that's the whole reason why you should yeah, yeah. I
Like
mean,
that motherfucker in the head with his keep hitting me in the forehead when I hear that shit called in. I hear I got a brother that says that, man. I got, and it sounds sappy and sorry as fuck when I hear that shit.
but
I can do it now. I got a family to take care of. Man, you need to teach your family, okay, this what it's like when you sacrifice and take on a struggle to get to another place. So
yeah,
we're going to be our internet kids in the house for like the next 3 months. But we're going to have these two phones that got hot, and we're going to allot this one at a certain time to do it. But you know what I'm saying, with a pandemic now, so we could end up going with the low rate internet just so you can do your school. And we're going to get some programs, curriculum throughout the day to teach everybody business so we can get with the new way of the world. Because, you know what I'm saying, there'll be no malls to go to unless we're going for entertainment. Because that ain't gonna be where you're going shop at.
right, right.
Shit and you know what I'm saying, paraphernalia. That's pretty much gonna be where your entertainment is at the mall. Because barely go shopping for shit now. But I wanted a watermelon with seeds in it, so you know what I'm saying?
I seen that. Like, you had to text me, you was like, I'm getting a watermelon. I was like, you know what? I bet he really getting a watermelon. Because that.
Hold on.
I like to give a shout out to Swisher Sweet because they paid me for it. And I have to say that in order for them to pay me for it. If y'all out there smoke them, smoke Twisted Sweets.
It wasn't a figure of speech, fam.
Oh, man, shit. That's a big ass watermelon, man. Like, what the fuck? That's like a picnic.
It was so important that I had to go get this. Can you see that label? Can you read it?
Oh, man. Oh, what's the name of that store?
I don't know what the name is. It's just that it's a seeded watermelon. It's not seedless.
Yeah, I know. I seen that. Like, I don't know. You know, we're in the South, man. We get a lot of seeds in our shit.
Well, you know, the thing with most places now is that they give you seedless fruit. And I don't eat seedless fruit on purpose.
No, man, because you're not a hybrid. All right.
You know what I mean?
Let me ask you this, man.
If a man is not bearing seed, he can't get a woman pregnant.
Right.
So if the fruit don't bear seed, I'm quite sure you're not getting the proper nutrition out of it. If it's not bearing seed, that's a GMO. That's a genetically modified
organism.
organism. You understand?
And when you eat food, the food becomes you, right? So you're becoming a genetically modified organism. So
Exactly.
it modify your genetics. See, I ain't never had man titties, so like I'm cool with that damn conversation because like some people can't even help it. They were just born eating that shit, and they got man titties, and they gotta like change their diet in order to not have them titties. Like
I mean, well, they was born and developed in the womb from contaminated DNA.
You heard about that white dude, Alex Jones, had said that they was putting estrogen in the water and it was causing the frogs to become to change genders and shit. And then like they was laughing at him when he was saying it like back in 2014, and it was fucking true. In 1994, they put they tried to they made this thing called the gay bomb. And if you Google search gay bomb, it'll show you in 1994 they tried to make a bomb and use it in war. And it actually works. And they used it on frogs and shit, and it works. And I don't know, like it ain't nothing against the gay community or nothing like that. I'm just saying, like that's what's going on, genetically modifying shit. Like it goes back to the ancient Sumerian, Incan, and Lil stories where they took monkeys and modified them with like different DNA of hominids, right? And that's what a lot of people are.
When we talking about what they was modifying, those was not necessarily monkeys. Those was hominids.
Hominids, just hominids, yeah. Like they with monkeys, yeah. Like yeah.
Hominids was developing and using tools. They had languages that they spoke. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It just they didn't have articulate intelligence.
Yeah, they didn't have much ego like us. And the thing about a lot of this hybrid food, like who's the hybrids on the earth? Who did they modify? Like who did they modify? Because like honestly, like that's what I'm saying. Like I'm not saying it's just who they modify. Who's hybrids? Who's walking around on this bitch is hybrids? Like
as far as the story goes, who the Anunnaki developed was us.
Yeah, the gods. Like
so
we're like
refer to themselves as some type of man, right? Because the ancient scriptures say, now let us make a human man in our own image.
Yeah.
A human man is a man of color.
Yeah. Us. Like the whole city of Atlantis, like Atlantis was just us, but the gods that lived in Atlantis was like 60 feet tall, 70 feet tall, shit like that. And that's why the statues and shit in Egypt, ancient Kemet is that tall, and it lines up, and in Iraq. That's why those stairs and stuff is that tall. And that's what I'm not believing it, I'm knowing it because that's the only facts, that's the story. I have they have no reason to lie. I have no other reason not to believe it. I'm not saying I
don't have a reason to doubt it or try to disprove it because of the fact.
Right.
The mounds that's in America that they won't let scientists study and discover. The mounds that the mound builders left that's got 9, 8, and 7 and 10-foot tall skeletons in them right now.
Yeah.
On Earth.
And that stuff, see, it like a lot of that's what I was saying about like black schools and blacks. Like it's another thing. Like a lot of blacks, we don't really like. I got on my website, root racism, man.
This watermelon down.
That's a big fucking watermelon, man. That's like for real, like that. That's some shit I need right now. I need to tear some shit up like that. I got the munchies like a motherfucker.
Well, what you think I'm gonna do when we finish this conversation?
Oh yeah, man. Oh yeah.
I had
And some shits I gotta ask you about. Let me see. Yeah, man. So I've been on Facebook lately and Instagram. That's like pretty much where I be at, man. Like all the others, I mean, if it ain't YouTube, I don't really fuck with the social media or even talking to people and shit. But what about like the dude from Black Panther, Bozeman, man? He died of colon cancer. It was like a 4-year battle, man. Like these, like all, man, we need to like be on top of like why he died and not sharing Black Panther shit. I was looking at that shit on social media. I said, man, dude, they talk about Wakanda forever. I understand the meme, I understand it, but like, man, this is real. This is real, man. Like we can't do this, man. Like, is it for real? Is that cool to do? I don't know. It just made me feel weird. You know, like saying Wakanda forever. And he was like clearly Chad Boseman.
I feel you, man, but you know what I'm saying, what you saying is really part of what a lot of us is experiencing when we actually wake up and the interest is not there for the same things anymore.
Right.
So it's especially why the people still run to the fight. You know what I'm saying? When the fight break out, everybody still run to the fight. You know, cause monkeys still see, monkeys still do.
Right.
You just realize you ain't no monkey. So you ain't doing everything you see somebody do. And it's hard to live this way, man. It's hard to be woke.
Yeah.
And then become conscious and then realize that you got to stay away from woke and conscious people. Because they kind of keep you too. You know, you can't claim none of that shit. You can't claim woke. You can't walk around claiming that because you don't become part of the problem now by being repetitious too. So you got to move forward, man.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
This day and age and time where you ain't got to say age don't matter. You don't have to say that no more. You know what I'm saying? Grab hold to the idea of what you're gonna do and start moving forward and keep moving forward. Anytime you take a step back is because it's necessary for business, or anytime you look back because you studying is because you finna help somebody. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's about moving forward, man. However it may be for the individual, wherever you at in your journey. And for a lot of people, be mostly mental for a long time, but my suggestion is for us who be mind tripping, can't focus on something.
Right.
It's because you thinking about it too much without taking no physical step forward. If you can't do nothing for the physical financial move, replace that frustration and that anger with push-ups until it's gone away from your mind. Replace that shit with sit-ups until your thought change. You know, it ain't always about sitting down and soaking in that shit because that's where the depression from. That's where the depression comes from, or that's where it is from.
Right.
That's where it comes from, or that's where it is from. It's from that place of doing nothing but thinking.
Yeah.
That's when thinking becomes dangerous because you want so bad the things you're thinking about so much, and that's what
you gotta make that magic happen. It's like it has
steps, and the first step to doing that is might be realizing, okay, every time I get stuck like this, I might need to goddamn do push-ups until I refocus. You know what I'm saying? This is a form of self-discipline that I'm developing into a curriculum that people are going to be able to purchase through the companies soon as a product. And it's don't have to be tried and tested and be approved by no clinic, and they don't need the white man's paperwork to okay it to see whether or not it works. I managed to bring myself up out of goddamn disparity.
Yeah. So
writing about my experiences, putting it in the form of a curriculum, so somebody can develop a life-changing schedule of my experiences. You know what I'm saying? You don't need approval for that, but it's real-time content that you can record and monetize, and it's your intellectual property now, and it's a product of your business now. You know, that's what my whole scope is about. That's what my whole existence I always wanted to be about since I got the mind for business, and it's just the perfect time to start developing that and actually doing that, so we can come about this other thing too of chasing dreams. Shit, make it happen.
Right.
Dreams no more. I don't have them to wish they was something to do. I've done. You know, so now they are fluent and in fruition now. So I'm at the next stage of that dream that I never finished having. So in the dream, you dreamed you got the business. So once you get it, what to do now?
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, like what the fuck is, yeah, what's the deal? Like now we gotta start. You know what I'm saying? That's
yeah.
cool.
So now
that's like real shit.
So yeah, so you know, it's probably gonna be the best thing for a lot of us is to never reach a peak and be what we want to be as far as successful in business, because busyness keep you busy.
Yeah, they do. Yeah, that's the
true
shit.
Again, you want me to say that again? I'll say it again. Busyness keeps you busy.
So
think about something that you're real passionate about and you want to do it real bad, and you fuck around, execute and do it, and all of a sudden that passion ain't there no more like it used to be.
Yeah. See, that's when you ain't in it for. Yeah, you got to be in it to win it. It's like you can invest in what you love and make it happen. You know what I mean? Hey, what products you got on deck, man? Like, I seen you had like a lot of different stuff. Like I've seen a lot of different stuff, especially during this coronavirus. Like, it's like this month you have this and this month. Like, how you doing that?
Okay, all that stuff you've been seeing lately ain't number like really a couple of new items that's been for sale, and that's the 3D printed COVID-19 mask and the cloth custom-made mask.
Yeah,
those are that's been newly available. As far as and I'll say the white snapback hat, but the polo shirt, some of the other stuff that you seen me with have not really been available. They just it's the way I like to campaign items that's coming in the future. Because since I showed the polo shirts and rocked them, I had some people ask me about them. Since I showed a couple of different pairs of tennis shoes and rocked them, I actually had some people show me about it, ask me about them. The leather analog watch, you know what I'm saying, have a lot of people love the watch and they want to know when that stuff drops. Well, like I was mentioning before, studying the game and learning some things about marketing, I'm about to start using the website as more of a luncheon site.
Yeah.
And a goddamn lunch as opposed to a boring website that just got all kind of products sitting there with nothing going on. You know what I'm saying? But the other stuff on other things, I got to go back and look to.
Yeah.
But, we give marketing the flag product of the snapback. So we get ready to launch a campaign. We haven't designated how long the campaign gonna be yet, but it's basically focused on the flagship product snapback hat with the Angle Hand logo on it. Uh, for a limited time, it's going to be available to the public along with a button that's got the same logo that you can either attach to the hat,
Yeah,
or wear the T-shirt or whatnot, and we'll allow for you to use a discount code, and it's probably going to be the word Pritchard, the city I was born, raised in back in Alabama.
okay.
And with that discount code, you'll actually be able to purchase the black T-shirt, embroidered T-shirt that matches the hat, and you'll probably get maybe, so much percentage off of each one of those items, along with that free limited edition button.
Right.
The button would be valued at like I think it's valued at like 15 to 18 bucks, along with the incentive of it's probably be like $5 off the hat, $5 off the shirt. So it's like I'm giving you $25. Are you getting $25 off altogether with the incentive package by using a discount? You know what I'm saying? Using a discount code.
That's pretty dope.
I pretty much just told people. I pretty much just told you all the campaign.
That's hard, man. I know. I've been soaking it up. Like I was like, yo, damn, what the fuck?
Yeah, so it's on my head now, but by the time you purchase it, it'll come in a custom-made box, which is which is currently being made now. Matter of fact, I just finished making a deal on the boxes, and you never bought a hat this way before, cause it's gonna come in a custom-made box that folds up around the hat to look like
that's fucking dope.
A hat shaped like a box. But when you unfold it, it'll be a square box like a shoe box, and it'll have literature. Maybe I got a little 4-page bio that's been pimped out. That's gonna give you shorts on the development of the brand, the story I told about how the logo came about. Another page, probably, short history on myself. In the last page, mission statement of the company as a whole, where we're trying to take the movement in the future. But it's gonna be packaged real nice, and we're gonna set the trend and start the trend of receiving hats the same way you receive your shoes, in a nice box with a nice package and paraphernalia probably added with that to and it's also value, if not value financially, in the long run it'll have a financial value, because the items that you buy from the start of this campaign moving forward will all be collector's items, because a lot of them will be for a limited time only. So that means not only will they be discontinued, but we're gonna break the mold and throw it away, so we make sure we can't make that item again ever.
Yeah. So I understand that, yeah, because it's like early in the beginning, it's just like when like Carl Kunai started or whatever like that. It's like if you had that like first stuff right now, man, you could just trade it. You know what I'm saying? Sell it on eBay. Like it's like you get so much money off some first FUBU, like anything like started. It says in time to come, we will bring music and fashion based on community back to our culture, R&B, blues, and original hip hop music. We like pop and other genres of music too. Sign up for the newsletter to be updated on new releases, functions, prizes, and more. So like, and I'm reading that up under Consider Me. So tell me about that song, brother.
Oh, Consider Me.
Yeah, I just threw that one at you because I was looking and I had been wanting to get there. You know what I mean?
Um, Consider me, if it was a story, it's a true story. That
Right.
song about a real person, uh, and I actually spoke those words to her. You
Right.
know, I actually asked her to consider me because I was trying to quote her or date her or whatever, and that's like present day, recently within the last 10 years. But back in the day, she had a crush on me and actually went for it. But I was, just being, that's just gonna be, I was a little pussy. I was a little kid, and I missed my opportunity. You know what I'm saying?
Right. I got it. Yeah.
I was so into my own shit that instead of admitting that I was kind of, and you're underclass and I don't really want to holler at you, when really I liked her too. And here it comes years later, bump back into her, you know what I'm saying? Shoot my shot, and we was getting there, you know what I'm saying? And boom, this song popped in my head, and I wrote it.
Right.
Song,
I like that shit.
the song is like I'm imagining me and her at a hole in the wall back in the hood, like where I was supposed like to go and swing dance to because it's a swing.
Yeah, it's a swing song. Yeah, it's swing. Like I would expected it. Now I'm like, oh yeah, I forgot he can sing and shit. Like I forgot.
And then it was me just trying to see if I still got it. You know what I'm saying?
Oh man, you always got it, man. It only get better. Like that's a vibration. You can't lose that shit.
Well, I mean, if you ask me my opinion about that song, really, I mean, it's a good idea, but very poorly executed.
I mean, it's I don't know, like I'm a weird motherfucker. So like when it comes to music and shit like that, man, I look for the artist. It's just something I ain't never heard before is good music.
Well, that's what I try to make.
You know what I mean? Like, yeah, it ain't always got to make sense to me off top. I make it make sense after I hear it about 3 times. And if it's good music,
I like for my songs to sound like a painting look.
Yeah.
Abstract, you know what I'm saying? Abstract paintings really don't mean shit.
Right. Right.
You know what I'm saying? The individual would stand there and I mean, you got the meaning of it when you say this in the abstract genre. You understand though, it ain't got to mean shit, but whatever the fuck I say.
Right. It's a vibe. It's a vibe. You know what I'm saying?
A lot of times I make music that sound like that and put meaningful lyrics over. That's what I try to do because everybody into every trick in the book nowadays. So,
oh yeah, man.
every color, I'm like they using every color in every trick. So I said, let me stick to some classic colors when it comes to my brand.
Yep.
Let me create a classic look because you mentioned yourself one of the top brands. When you mentioned Nike, that's who I was shooting for when I created the logo.
Man, that logo dope.
Thank you, man. I tried to create a logo that stands next to them guys and look like it's been around just as long. And I managed to do that with the brand. So when you go to lilensprostore.com, that's LILLENSPROSTO.com.
Right.
For right now, this is limited, very limited. You can choose from like 22 different products that I got on the website.
Yeah.
But when I get rid of these missiles and these bombs, doing this cosmic marketing, because I'm working on it. all that stuff is gonna vanish and disappear. And the only time you get to enjoy a lot of the product is when you see me wearing them. Because be honest with you, fam, and a lot of y'all about to learn something that's really gonna make this should make this line valuable to you if you're already interested. I created the brand and the clothing line and made sure it was gonna be tight because I can't afford to buy that shit from other people.
I know. You're right.
Yeah.
And then it's gonna have their name on it, and then you still like you still ain't gonna never like it don't mean nothing. Like, yeah, like that's what a good brand has. Like now we got so many brands to where you have to have a brand that stick like that. I like your brand, bro. Like that's
I made sure it was gonna be classic so it'll stay.
Yeah.
Because you know, people got brands that's real colorful and bright, and they got a new design every week.
Yeah.
But see, you know, that's cool. But Nike shit ain't changed in 40 years.
Yeah, that shit goes to be the same. NBC is the same. Fucking ABC is the same. You know, like, yeah, those logos.
Still wine.
Yeah. Yeah.
So the idea of taking care of myself first has always been a thing. Nobody just never monetized it and made a business model, built a business model off the idea of taking care of your business for yourself first so you can be in a position to be of service for others. And if you do that, then the reading self-first ideologies from that perspective start to make you understand, oh, it's not something selfish. It's a good gospel. It's a gospel. It's a good word. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, right.
Ideologies is a gospel. Gospel means good news, good word.
Yes, it do. Yes, yes.
Taking care of yourself first is a gospel, man.
Yeah,
you know what
it
I'm
is.
saying?
That's the way to put it.
I mean, you don't have to be worshiped. You don't have to be spoken of, and there don't have to be a person who perpetuated or started the idea of taking care of yourself first. I mean, I didn't start that idea. It's been billions of people being used to make sure they wipe their ass after they took a shit. They ain't want to walk around being itchy all day and get so itchy they were, you wipe my ass for me, man. I'm so itchy. They wipe their own ass first.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. You have to do it first. It's like it's the realest shit.
So it won't get irritated and itchy later on. That's preventative maintenance, man. You didn't react and you didn't get itchy and start scratching your ass. You didn't react. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's totally right though. That's straight up. It's self first stuck with me, man, and I like it, man. It's dope as a motherfucker though. Like, I want everybody that's even checking out the show, man. That's gonna go far, bro. Like, I'm gonna have you probably back on in like a couple weeks or a week or something like that, and then we talk some more stuff. I gotta wrap it up pretty soon because I gotta get some munchies, and then I gotta schedule some shit. But I'm gonna have you right back on this goddamn show, bro. Like, you fucking dope. Like, it's a lot more I want to know too. Like,
okay.
Like even like with the on your website you got your blogs page and then like the Bob Black and all of that stuff. That's dope. Like, that stuff that like is well put together. Like, it's well put together. You know what I mean? Like, straight specifics. I'm looking at it right now. That's why I say that.
I'm glad you brought that up, and this and invite the people, everybody, go look at the website, because like I said, to see it in this form that it is right now is not necessarily gonna change. It's just the way that I'm using it is about to become more of a missile launcher, because I didn't want to say anything about it, but I'm gonna go ahead and say it. I'm in the process of designing and programming and putting together my app. And the website is being integrated into the app. So, it's gonna be a funnel of click, a click funnel that's gonna take you from something that you see on the app straight to the landing page of or straight to the section to purchase that product. But for a limited time right now, you can go and browse through several different products. But when we switch up a few things on the website and start using it for more of a marketing tool and a closing tool on a call to action, to actually purchase a product, it's going to be limited time that any product is on the website. It'll be on the website for the amount of time of that promotion. We're not slow, we just classic. But
right. Right.
Yeah, all the other business models moving from one design to the next design. We got the same classic design, but we got a lot of different products and services that we're gonna be offering to the people. And like I said, we classic, we're not slow. You know what I'm saying? So we're not gonna just leave the website the way it is now to where you don't even want to go look on it because you already know what's on it. No, for a limited time you'll have access to these products and services. The angling change is gonna be available at different times, but it's gonna come a time to where you can only get this but by request. And it's gonna have that Lynn Nelson tax on it then. We want the products to be thought of as more than just something you buy, but an investment in yourself, something to always remind you of the work you're doing for yourself. Cause like I said, a lot of people want to launch their brands and automatically bring you content, become your teacher. We believe in you teaching yourself.
Yeah, and that's dope. Like, that's really the first time I've ever heard of that. Like, I've heard Gary Vee talk about it one time. Like, actually talk about it a lot, but at the same time, it's kind of like encoded because like nobody don't really get it. But like, this is the first time I've ever heard anybody starting that I know, like at all, that I can even call, like that's doing that, because that's like that's what you have to do. Like, you have to have gratitude wrapped into something in your life. You know what I mean? Like, that's some real shit. That's real shit.
I just want to say this for the public can hear and understand. Don't get me wrong. It's we are a production company. Let's get that up first and foremost. We told you self-first ideology, but that's a product of the company, which is called Lil Lens Productions LLC. We haven't launched a website to that company yet because we starting to understand the way things move in a different likeness now. And websites don't have to just sit there waiting for some action. Websites are actually used better when you don't mention them and make them part of the call to action. You know what I'm saying? It's important for everybody to learn how to start using this technology because one, currency is all going over into digital, and two, so you will be able to accommodate all forms of current payment, and also barter and trade in other countries with minimal or very little effort, according to how you have your website set up, according to the technology. Building your website is at your disposal, and it's like me and you've been friends for a long time, but we communicate so much better when we doing this business with each other that we're doing right now.
Fuck yeah.
Friendship first, but it's business. Our friendship based on business is living in business now because that's what our culture has always been about.
Well,
You know,
it's always good to like make an exchange with somebody, like the talking to and the interacting with other people. Like when I see you on your shit, like the business is good because it's like, man, like I get to see you in all your glory, and you get to see me in mine. You know, and we like meet together in all our glory. It's no like low self-esteem bullshit. It's no nothing. It's like, yo, man, we can be proud of each other. You know, and that's really what life is really about. And for a black man where we from, shit, you know how fucking hard that is sometimes.
exactly, exactly.
Like you know how that shit can get. And it shouldn't be like life shouldn't be like that. Black, white, I don't care what you are, like it shouldn't be like that. And like that's why like it's so good to talk to you like on this level because like it's easy because we having a regular conversation. If we would known all of the shit that we own now, Spotify, whatever, it wouldn't it still would be the same conversation. You know what I mean? Like it is be the same conversation. I mean,
I
so
mean, 15 years ago, we was having conversations. It's just the time was then, it wasn't now. And we was in
yeah,
each other's community. We was actually running and hanging together. Imagine the damage we could do now with the mindsets we have.
yeah,
Like, actually, we can do it now. If we decide to move near each other in the same city for the sake of what we're doing now, just to be more powerful together. Because eventually I'll make that move. But just imagine that. The way we was running back then, if we start running now with what we're trying to do now, which don't sound like a bad idea to be honest
man,
with
it
you.
ain't a bad idea at all. Like, especially right now because like it's shit, man. Coronavirus done brought like the most new ideas, and everybody have to have a new idea, or like they ain't got to, you know, like like. But like, if you want to go forward, you have to have a new idea. Like, you got to come up with something, and that ain't a bad idea right now, you know.
You're right,
Shit.
man. But like I said, I didn't know the coronavirus was coming. But
Man, they put that
three,
shit out there pretty good, man. It's
3 years ago, when I decided that I was gonna start a business, it took up to 3 years to start it because I was trying to figure out how can I start a business with no overhead, no money, no product, no building, no credit, no nothing. How can I start a business and make some money to get all the stuff I need to make it legit?
yeah.
Being fluent or having kept up on anything, because by now I'm probably in my beginning my 4th year of not watching television.
Yeah,
And
that's good, man. I applaud that shit, man. That's
music, you know what I'm saying? Well, not
right.
even listening to music from the 20, 30, 40, 50, and 60. That's all I listen to. And
That's what's up. That's good arrows.
I stay current by looking at the internet and pretty much reading what people say. I got so much foresight and insight, I can just understand what's going on. But where we at now, though, I've been questioning, okay, because I'm into marketing and networking now.
Yeah.
So one of the biggest tools to get ideas from when it comes to that is TV.
Yeah. True that.
And network, being around other people, speak their thing, say their thing.
Oh
so
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So ideas hit you on how you're gonna do this. Cause this marketing campaign is gonna consist of a planned assault on you. You know what I mean? We not trying to court you and woo you with this marketing. We trying to assault your mental and penetrate your vortex, your pioneer vortex with this marketing. You know, this is an assault on your person with this marketing we getting ready to do. We getting ready to redefine marketing from the point of view of what my whole business is about, doing it for myself first. One of our best friends in life, Eugene once told me one man can't do it all by himself.
You damn right, man. You gotta have some type of team or system going on, man. Like, that's the truth.
I was just about to say, I've been determined to prove what one man can do.
Right. Because you're supposed to go as far as you can go, and then, like, you know what I mean? Like, let the other shit like extend.
With 3D printing that I offer, I do so much that I know if I get into actually design, it's gonna slow my pace down even slower, because the more I add, the more things I add that I'm handling by myself, the slower my pace for progress get, and that's okay. Yeah. But now it's to a point where I have to allocate funds to other entities, hire other people to do other things, so that I can stay free to create. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, well, is that okay? Check this out. Just another way to think about it too, though. Like, because I got a question about that. Like, is that like a now? Is it due to, because, like, is it still true that because you got technology that can replace people now, right? And then, so you think that would be the solution to, like, because now it's some people out there that you're almost to the point now that you don't need anybody almost except consumers. You know what I mean? Like, even if you're busy, just say you give yourself more education and technology. Like,
what I need other people is doing the marketing.
Right.
I've been so focused on making sure everything else is gonna work that there's only a few things that I need to manipulate now once I start my marketing, because the marketing is a consistent campaign, is a consistent assault on the mental to sell the ideology and to offer the opportunity of purchasing a limited product that's going to represent that moment for you, that's going to add to the memory of that purchase to you. If you're nostalgic, it's for that purpose. Is a collector's item to another brand made by one of us for us. You know what I'm saying? From an OG perspective, or an older guy's perspective, that's up on the time. That,
right.
Means to still make music that counts 1, 2, 3, 4. You know what I'm saying? That stays in the pocket. I understand what it means to keep things classic and to still create classic products and services. I understand what. Because all my life growing up, it was that simpler, more stuff made with more care, but simpler stuff, the classic stuff that's still here today, like Converse tennis shoes, like the original Coca-Cola formula, because they had changed. You really know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Burger King still here, McDonald's still here. Some things ain't gonna never change. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That angle hand logo ain't gonna never leave a person's mind that don't realize that they love this shit.
Right. That shit is dope. That shit.
They waiting on that assault that I'm keep speaking about when it comes to the cosmic marketing that I'm getting ready to do. You know what I'm saying? Because it's because most people see something that you're doing, like it, haven't engaged in it yet because you haven't invited them.
Right. Okay. That's dope. I like that. Yeah. That's right.
know what I'm saying? So you come up, you create the formula, and you start testing out different ways to and I don't like saying make sure. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You can't make sure your product is dope per se if it's some shit that ain't gonna never be dope.
Right,
so
right.
Because if it's original and something that you like a lot, you gotta look at it like this. I like this shit. There's another million people out there that like the same thing I like. All you need is the people to keep buying from you to become successful. Now, if you create a million liking they buy that shit one time, that's like 1,000 people bought it 10 times a piece.
Yeah, that's a lifetime worth of game right there, y'all. That's straight up. Yo, bro, anybody you want to give a shout out to? I'm about to wrap this thing up. Smoke me some damn. You just spit some game to a nigga. Like, you put me on so much shit and different thoughts right now, man. Like, I might go to the drawing board in a second. Any shout out?
Well, I literally go to a drawing board, so that's not a bad idea.
Right.
I'm serious, it's not a bad idea to purchase you a drawing board and start practicing putting your schemes and your plans down, because the minute you get that drawing board and start doing that, it's not a dream no more.
Right. It's gonna start.
I believe in dreams until you get till you act on them. The first time you act on it is not a dream no more. It's reality. Now you gotta do that dream the same way you do yourself. Every individual see themselves a certain way in their head. You got to remember how you saw that shit in your head when you first dreamed about it. Don't lose that look and keep going until you make it that. Albert Einstein said, only difference between me and other people is I stuck to a problem long enough to solve it. I'm no smarter than this man.
Oh man, shit, man. Good looking, man. That was some game there too, man. I love that shit. Love that shit, man. That's words to live by for real, man. Things to remember. Man, it was good, bro. Shoot, man. We gotta do it again in like a week though, man. Like, seriously. I'm on every day.
I leave myself open for it, fam. That's why I structured this business so that I can spend most of my time either out in the street trying to do something physical or in my laboratory, goddamn, trying to be like Dexter.
Man, shoot. I love it, man. Shoot. I learned a whole lot today. A lot that I needed to learn too, man. Like, seriously, during this coronavirus, you don't really run into, like, I don't know, man. Like, it's a lot of people out there with scattered thoughts, man. But, like, you one of those people I can always rely on to have some good insight and actually a brilliant mind to, like, actually say the thing that need to be said. Yeah, like, the thing that need to be said. And, like, you one of those people that'll say that thing. So, man, I appreciate it, bro. I'm going to hit you up. Give you some more details, But everybody, this is Linwood, LillianProStore.com, LLC though. Like, spell that out for me, man, because I don't want to mess it up. We'll probably put it on the screen. And the link in the description. Oh, my bad. Go ahead.
The mother company is Lil Lens Productions LLC. We came up with this brand that we created called Self First Ideaologies. And the logo to that brand you see me wearing now is the angle hand logo.
Right there, right.
And Self First Ideology products are available on the website, LilLensProStore.com. That's LilLensProStore.com. And that's where you get the Self First Ideology paraphernalia. All these are brainchildren of myself in the company, Lil Lens Productions LLC. So, like I said, for a limited time, go check the website out because it's getting ready to turn into a weapon and become a missile launcher.
Yes.
You won't always be able to see those products that you see on there now, but I suggest you go and look at them. So when they do pop up, you remember that one that you wanted, you can get it because you know we got an onslaught of products just so that y'all know. Some favorites gonna always probably come back around,
Yeah,
but we
right.
probably tell you the same thing more than twice in a year. We got some products, fam.
That's what I'm talking about. I'm gonna check you out, man. So everybody go to the website, check him out. This is the Honorable DJ Mellow Monkey, and I will be with y'all Monday through Friday and sometimes on the weekends. Check out the Gamer Show. We got that coming up, and I'm gonna have this cat on the show next week. So y'all stay tuned and visit his website. Thank you, bro. All right, peace.